get the game started, y'all. Make sure it's done. We should be good. Y'all know I like the Eagles.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And we're underway here in South Philly. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
Jake Bates.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
I love Jalen Hurts crouched down, but he got the best.
This shit gonna be different.
Now it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's second and 2. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Once again, it's Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second down and 3. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be.
Good defense.
And they'll turn it over on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, go ahead and set it up.
Here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
It'll be a recent, right? Nope. That's whatever. Let's go run in.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
He gonna watch it.
Hurts will try it again.
Watching the wrong prayer.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives,
My brother, I
same
played
story.
this one in the field zone.
Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Goff to throw on first down. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On second down, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Can't let him get another first down.
On first and 10, here's Goff. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Eagles. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
How you be jamming and
We
receiving?
talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
That's cool.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that ever...
Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit.
Boy, you sound retarded as hell.
Who, me? It ain't
You
even
scored your
halftime
first
yet.
touchdown. I'm talking about don't quit. Boy, you couldn't score for almost 2 quarters.
The second quarter. People quit on me, that's why.
For yourself, young man. You just got on the board.
I know.
I ain't even getting to my book.
All right, go ahead.
Get into my playbook yet. Let's get it, man.
Bet.
I ain't even showed this shit. Where you at?
I'm a score right here, though.
Where you?
I got
I
you.
mean, shit, resume the game.
right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This shit not gonna work.
No, it's not. It's really
A first
not.
down throw for Hurts. And for the
It's not
third
gonna hurt.
time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
It's straight.
And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. They'll try to run a reverse. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the
Yes,
National
you got
Football
trouble,
League,
nigga.
you need these
I
two
think it's
things.
a different game.
Balance, vision, And
Yes,
yeah,
I'm already
speed
at the
doesn't
2.
hurt too much either. And all three of those
Go to
were
my
evident
fingertip
there.
up
I mean,
there. I
what
didn't
a
take
return
that.
that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Let's see what we can do, y'all. Let's see what we can do.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. The Lions called their first timeout. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
I already fucked up because I let you go all the way to the 12. But
Bro, you had no control over how I did that, bro. That was already.
We're all time.
That was started off before the ball got
and the
kicked
kicks
off.
away.
That was already in motion. That was. Nothing, no look about
And
that.
if Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone,
Big baits.
he'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy
Yeah,
of
family,
the
that wasn't no looking
25-yard
at
line.
me. I got a different set of plays that I use for each quarter and each half.
Operating from
That's
their
how I
own
feel,
23, they'll begin
learning.
first and 10.
Find your progressive style, your reads, your check downs,
Throwing is Hurts.
under routes.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was
Oh,
bouncing
okay.
around, but it falls
So now
incomplete.
you got to come up with a new scheme.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most
Okay.
valuable real
You
estate
got the
on the
same
field. They
scheme,
know
bro.
every single
This one
offense
about
is
scheme.
trying to attack the defense
You got the
between the
under route.
hashes. So give credit.
Another
They took
under
away
route.
all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls
Sure.
incomplete. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Hurts.
Oh, you got lucky, bro.
And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bro, you got lucky.
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
I might just let the computer do it next time, man. I can do it.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Worried about that, bro. Because then you could have done this for like
Reynolds now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. Finding space at the 40. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Detroit. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Back to the air one more time. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work this into the red zone inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. Now Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Gibbs. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
You got that Joe Garcia.
Now Hurts.
Yep,
This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short
told you, though,
field
that
to his
defensive scheme
offense
is
here
gonna prove,
as
bro.
they
Told
try
you
to
that
break
come
the
with
top.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference
That
between
last
winning
play,
and
that's the
losing.
same
And
play
now
that you
after
picked
that
that
poor
you scored
throw,
off of. I told you that
we'll
was a
see,
mistake.
can they capitalize on this extra
That pity was
possession
supposed to happen
that they
first.
just stole?
I just thought I could
That's
hit
the
that
same
thing
play.
here.
Same play, brother. You gotta be more creative than that. It's your average math.
Here's first down.
You gotta post this bitch down. You gotta post down this drive.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Yes, bro.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout.
Every team makes an emphasis on
Within that
winning
time.
first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and
yeah.
really tips the scales
too.
into your favor.
Now on second and long.
Not good till he Bridgewater trying to put the game away for you.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
You gonna let me dot you like that? Hey,
They'll
Doc,
come
can I
up
get a
here
drop?
first
Nigga,
and 10.
ready? Are you ready?
Ready when you is.
They'll drop to throw. Taking off.
Well,
Oh,
that
my own
scramble is
man.
ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great
I ain't
job
gonna lie,
by the
I am
quarterback.
splitting.
Just
I'll
take
give
in
you
what the
that.
defense
So
gives you, get
I'll at least give you that
downfield,
much
pick
credit.
up good yardage.
Just with a little bit, little nigga got messed.
Now second and inches. Montgomery. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
30-second drill, my girl, what you gonna do?
This is 1st and 10.
No, that flat ain't getting used. Oh, yeah, it is.
To throw is Hurts.
Yeah.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his
Man,
offense
I tried
set
to
up in
route.
great field position inside the red zone.
I wanted to,
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were
I
or
tried
how long
my
you played.
favorite Aaron Rodgers.
Eventually, you were just
Look,
going to have
hopefully
one
that
of
shit
those
does.
days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine. The defender saw this the
Yeah, that's
entire way.
that's
He
hard
actually
one
ran
for
the
Aaron
route
Rodgers.
before the receiver even got to
make
his
that
spot.
play.
Unfortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It wouldn't be fair to have a. Right.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. So the Eagles will use their first time out here.
Oh man, Bridge with like a king.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Said G wasn't getting it done.
They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.